Hello Gasheads and welcome back to the Rovers Report, where in today's video I'll be doing a sort of roundup of any transfer rumours and news for Bristol Rovers, and also covering anything I think is important that's happened in League 1, League 2 or the Championship. If you are new around here, make sure to subscribe. If you enjoy the video, as always, leave it a like, let me know your comments in the section below, and let's get into the video. So first up, and concrete news, is that Trevor Clark, the Irish defender, has signed a 2-year contract extension for Bristol Rovers. And first of all, I just have to say, the way that it was announced by the Rovers admin, sort of sandwiched in between the under-9 signings, was brilliant. And yeah, the media team as a whole have been great for the last year or so. But back to Clark, I think at 24 years old, he obviously has a lot of time to develop and reach his full potential. And for me, I think that potential is probably going to be about high League 1, low Championship level. And I think potentially he could even push on further than that. I think last year we obviously didn't see much of him, but the games we did see, he excited me. I mean, you know, he's quick, he's tenacious, he was good getting forwards, didn't shirk a tackle. And I think it's testament to him that despite obviously not having much match fitness, Joey Barton trusted him in quite a few of those final games, which are obviously very important. So yeah, I think for me, it's a great addition to the squad. And 2 years, I know some people, including myself a little bit, might look at that and think, with his recent injury record, is that a bit risky? But I think the 2-year contract is testament to the quality of the player. And I think from Clark's perspective, he obviously rates himself highly. I mean, he's played in the Championship, he's been promoted out of League 1. And also, I think he wants that sort of financial security. I'm sure he had offers elsewhere, so you can't really blame him for pushing for that. And I think a 2-year deal is probably about right for me. And yeah, I'm very happy to see him sign on. Now, moving on to some more potentially good news for Rovers fans, and that is, contrary to what a lot of us believed in regards to Connor Taylor, it appears that there is a higher possibility of Taylor returning to the Gas than what we initially thought. Now, this hope comes after the comments made by Stoke manager Michael O'Neill, where he stated that although League 2 was a good test for Taylor, League 1 is the next step. I'm not trying to get my hopes up too much, but I think that leaves Rovers in a fantastic position to re-sign him, when it's obvious to see that Taylor enjoyed his football here. He was playing good football under Barton, he got minutes and experience. So if I was Michael O'Neill, I'd be very happy to loan him back to us. You know, it's a gamble putting him into a new team that he's not familiar with. He knows Rovers, he knows Barton, he knows the fans, he knows the way we want to play. The only thing I would say that might work against Rovers is that if Stoke and O'Neill want to see Taylor in a team that is guaranteed to be pushing for promotion, that might not fit the bill for Rovers, as we are fairly new to this level and haven't proven ourselves. Having said that, from the position I was in, where I thought it was almost going to be impossible to re-sign Taylor, you know, I thought he was going to go straight back into that Stoke City team. I think this is great news. We all know how vital he was for our success last year, and I don't see why he couldn't be as good next year. So yeah, I think it's excellent news. Final bit of Rovers news is a bit of one of those sort of, it happens a lot during the summer transfer window, is someone posts on Instagram or likes something on Twitter and Rovers fans jump all over it. But it appears that Luke Thomas may be returning to the Gas. You know, I don't look too much into this, but there is something into it. As they say, there's no smoke without fire. And he did recently post a photo of him signing a contract, signing a autograph for a kid. And, I don't want to look too much into it, but the fact he's posting that still shows he has an affiliation with the club. I mean, you could just look at it as he liked how he looks in the photo, but I think the fact that Joey Barton has said that he hasn't seen the best out of Thomas, and I don't think us fans have either, I'm quite confident we will re-sign him. So yeah, like I said, I know it's not a huge amount to go off of, but you take what you're given in this sort of, Rovers have been very quiet at the moment. So yeah, I know it's caused a lot of fans to think that he probably is re-signing, and although I wouldn't totally use that as my evidence, I would be inclined to probably agree that he will be coming back. Now moving on to any sort of rumours or speculation surrounding Rovers, and I think the Bristol Post put out an interesting article the other day concerning 5 free agent strikers that Rovers could look to sign. And I know this caused quite a bit of a stir within the Rovers community. The main players for me that I took from that were John Marquis and James Norwood. Now, Norwood for me is someone that we've obviously had a bit of history with. I think back in our conference season, he was close to signing for us. Posted a photo of him signing something and never did sign in the end. I think it's undoubted that he's got quality. You know, he's performed at League One and League Two. But there's just something about him for me. I don't particularly like his attitude. And I think we can look to do better than that. I think he's probably on the decline in his career. And I just think someone that comes with clearly quite a lot of baggage, I would rather not have him in the team. Moving on to Marquis, I think he, again, obviously has pedigree at this level. And I think for the right price, I probably would take him at Rovers. You know, I think put him alongside your Collins and your Lofts. And I think it's quite a good sort of yin and yang partnership. You know, you've got the younger players coming through who haven't quite experienced this level, but they're obviously raw and are talented. We saw that from last season. And I think they'd benefit from working with the likes of him, you know, in training, working every day of the week. You'll learn stuff off of him. They can bounce ideas. And I think we haven't seen the best of Collins when he's got another striker to work alongside. So yeah, John Marquis for me would be a good signing. But like I said, for the right price. The only other things I can think of really, bearing in mind League One and League Two have been very quiet in this early stage of the transfer window, is that Peter Clark has signed for Walsall. Now, there hasn't been many signings, like I said, and this one for me, I just found interesting due to his age. You know, he's 40 years old. He was a permanent fixture in that Walsall, in the Tranmere team last season, and I know they faded away towards the end, but they were up there. So, I mean, he's obviously got the know-how of these leagues. So I just think it'll be interesting to see how he performs next year when he will be pushing 41, 42. I mean, I know players go a lot longer this age, but that's old, isn't it? 41, 42 to still be playing professional football. So fair play to him. But yeah, like I said, it's pretty quiet on the transfer front. So look out in the future. I'll be doing these roundups more often. And if you have enjoyed it, please leave a like and keep an eye out. And yeah, have a nice day.